Apparently I can mine copper ore.
How?
I don't know. I must have been when I got the blood rose ring.
With a normal weapon? The reinforced bone one?
Yeah, it's not like you need a special weapon. You just need to raise your gear level. So 24 is enough to mine copper.
Where did you find copper ore?
Just around the map.
The copper mine is like 4 knocks, you cannot get in or out.
Well, I'm bringing home 171.
Oh, I think you can make, well, I guess it's your choice what you want. The copper weapons have an extra skill to them.
I have no idea what you just said.
The copper weapons have an extra skill to them. So you have the basic attack and then you press Q for another skill. For the mace, it's a whirlwind attack. Do you want to do another boss? It's over here at my location, level 27.
If you want to start working on it, you can. I'm not anywhere near you, but I can try to start heading in your direction. Alright, I made it.
The spear had a nice secondary attack, the copper one.
I wouldn't know.
Ah, perfect.
The guy in chat is talking about you. He says you're rivals with him.
Ah, I don't care. So this is how you make friends or rival for life. Did you get the Errol, the copper mine boss blood?
No, we've never gotten him. From the sounds of chat, a lot of people are trying to get him. Probably what happens is people are going for copper, and then they fight each other over it, and so nobody's really getting him.
Unless there are a lot of people coming. There was no one there, but now 3 people, no, 2 people arrived. I'm out.
All right, well, the lag is really bad. It's getting worse as the night goes on, and I need to edit this if I want it uploaded for tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and just call it a night for now and get to work on editing the first episode of this. My dude is still bouncing around, and it's like I started talking when he was lagging, probably about 2 minutes after he was lagging, and he's still moving around on his own.
I don't know, yeah, it seems like it's worse for you.
My dude just like disappeared, so like even if I didn't want to call it a night, I guess I have no choice. My items disappeared. It looks like I'm dead or something, but I'm in base. I don't quite know what's going on. Is anything happening to you?
No, everything seems normal.
Okay, well, like I have no stats and I can't open my inventory. I lagged that badly, I guess. So even if I wasn't gonna call it a night, I think this would have forced it.
You lagged out of the game completely.
I mean, I still see the smoke, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night for now, so I can start to work on the first episode. Should I have gone to my coffin to exit the game?
Yeah, probably that would have been a good idea.
All right, give me a second. I'll log back in. I don't want to I am assuming my character is logged in 24 hours a day, so I don't want to get killed in the sun just because I logged out.
Yeah, you're just floating over here in the middle of the base.
What's floating?
You are floating. You are sleeping and floating.
Oh, do you think I'll just disappear after a while?
Nope, never. Maybe if the fire gets you, the sun gets you.
Alright, I'll try to log back in. It's just, I still haven't even exited a desktop yet. I clicked it some time ago.
Here, you do it. I want to see if there are fireworks.
I doubt it. I mean, we're vampires. That was it.
Ah, that was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's disappointing. Also, now we have 100. That's more than double.
100 what?
Floors.
Oh, it won't tell me how many I'm allowed to build right now because I have no blood essence or stone on me, so it's just blank.
Oh, 37 out of 100. So that's going to be quite a lot.
Recognize my power.
Complete a castle room by laying down floors and building surrounding castle walls to generate a roof. Palisade walls do not count. We probably have enough stone. I can probably do the building a castle thing because I've been using the grinder for a bit.
Oh yeah, it's not hard.
Okay, so we'll need castle stone flooring. I'm gonna start by renovating this room right here, so they'll try to get the factory some sort of production bonus.
No, the forge flooring or what?
No, I'm gonna do the castle room quest. Okay, interesting. So it looks like it redeems or reimburses me for the rough floor without having to dismantle it. So that's good. I was kind of actually dreading this because I thought I'd have to dismantle the walls, move all the furniture out, dismantle the floor, and then install the castle flooring. And I'm glad I don't have to. Castle walls are going to require planks. We're going to need a lot of planks for this. 6 planks per tile. So we have all the stone, but we don't have the planks.
Ah, that would have been too good. And look at my decorations. That's quite a lot of creepy stuff with the 2 DLCs. We have 500 more wood. We have to put it all in the wood mill, the sawmill.
Yeah, go ahead and put it in. Go ahead and put it in a sawmill for now. But I would like to try to keep some regular wood around in the future, just so that we can do repairs and junk. But yeah, go ahead for now, just so we can upgrade this stuff.
Do you want the fancy door? They cost 12 planks and 6 stone bricks.
I mean, you can if you want. I mean, it would be good to see if the fancy door prevents us from building a castle. So that's up to you if you want to try using the resources to see if it works or not. There's an objective I'm trying to complete that says building a castle room. So that's why I'm not doing like forge floor or any of that stuff.
My equipment is looking rugged.
I'm going to see some wallpapers for the castle. Oh, I think you have to make this wall as well.
I will, I just don't have the resources.
Do you want a fancy coffin?
Not if it costs copper or something. What's it cost?
Oh, just wood. 180 wood.
Sure, I guess. Are you sure it can be assigned to me if I don't build it?
Yes.
Doesn't actually look that fancy.
That's skeleton.
Wake once more.
That's skeleton hands.
Well, I mean, like, if I gotta decide which one's fancier, I think the old one is fancier. Don't you think?
No.
The wood is nicer on the old one, and it's got a iron bat. Okay, well, you can bind that. Let me bind my old coffin.
Don't you know the vampire legends? A vampire sleeps on the ground from his home country or from his crypt. This one has ground in it if you open it when you look.
Okay, well, I'd rather have some bling on my coffin, so I'm gonna use my old coffin.
This one has ectoplasm coming out of it. Don't you want people to hate us even more? Look at these jerks buying DLC.
Okay, so I have built all of the walls in the forge area, and it does not count as completing a castle. So I'm gonna have to get rid of your edgy door or whatever you call it.
Okay.
Well, that didn't count either. What am I missing here? I see stone walls everywhere I look. The floor is completely stone. You see anything I'm missing?
No, I don't know. Replace the door with a castle wall.
Okay, that works. We'll never leave, but it works.
They're here forever.
Yet another
A
accomplishment.
more fitting place to rest, to recover, to rule. With this waygate, I can quickly travel to places I've discovered in the past.
I think this is the teleporter. You can teleport back here if you want.
I think this waygate will probably be what we need to move this base once we have changed locations.
Oh yeah, probably I can make the blood heart, and then you can just simply... Oh, but you cannot teleport to the materials.
I must gather more materials.
Okay, I think whatever wall you used before was not the right wall. I think that's why. Because the wall I'm looking at now has an arch over it.
Oh, so the wall is the problem, okay.
Yeah, if I look here, I can see that it's actually got a roof from the outside now.
Let's see.
Stone would probably help for making more ground so that we can use up all this space and not leave our stuff out in the open. Like the vermin nest and the grinder and stuff. They are still somewhat secured, but not as secured as I'd like them to be.
Yeah, they look a little vulnerable.
Alright, I'm going to my coffin and I'm going to start editing the footage. Welcome back to Tran Plays V Rising. This is an extension to episode 4, which turned out to be very short, and I was looking through the footage, and there's 2 bosses that we don't have footage for. In this area, at Farbane Woods, there's the Bandit Armory. Let's go ahead and select the target Grayson the Armourer. We're going to track him, and we're going to attack him with the same equipment that we had when we originally met them, which will be the same equipment in episode 5. Which would have been, normal progression. This other stuff is my normal gear. These gems here is what would be equipped into a skill. In a Diablo-style game, you equip gems into items. Well, in this game, you equip gems into your spells. I don't know this yet. I think during the playthrough, until May 20th. By that point, I've had 3 days to play the game. Anyways, so these are a basic Frostbat, a basic Blood Rage, and you don't see it right now, but this is my basic Veil of Blood that you start the game with. So I've given myself just the items and the same skill set that I would otherwise have. I can't unequip my ultimate spell, so I just won't use it during this upcoming fight. We'll also just go ahead and get some other blood, just some blood in the area, rather than mutant blood, which is not particularly powerful. You can see that just gives me reduced blood drain rate and resistance to stuff like sun and fire. So it's not anything that's going to give me a definite edge, but we're going to try to make this as similar to the normal gameplay that it would have been had I recorded it at the time. Nobody really minds the wolf jumping around here. Now these guys are blocking my way, and I could wait for them, but we're just going to go ahead and deal with them at this time. I couldn't dodge it because I was already on cooldown for my dodge. I do have a Q, but I was kind of waiting to use it, and that opportunity just never showed up. The Q is an ability that you get with copper weapons, and then you get E, which is weapon skill 2, once you reach iron and above. So this is Grayson the Armourer. His gimmick is that he drops mines everywhere, and you can disable the mines of walking into them with invulnerability on. You cannot attack or use skills with invulnerability on. But you can activate invulnerability anytime by equipping this armor.
I'm going to crush you. Then it's back to work.
I can just kind of do this. Now, if people were going to be approaching me, I'd probably leave these mines here and just disable other mines. That way, the mines are between you and other players.
You can't stop me. tool for the job. Hammer you out.
Yeah, I can't do anything to him right now. I mean, spell-wise. I can just walk around on the mines. It's an awkward gimmick. I don't really like it because basically this is like when you are fighting a boss and all you have to do is wait for him to reappear in the arena or something. By defeating Grayson the Armourer, you unlock the ability to craft whetstones. Now, although I am defeating him rather soundly, by this point I've actually played the game for about 30 days, so I'm not a total noob anymore. The video you just saw, like, I just started the game. That was still the first day I'd played the game. Now, I'm not saying I'm an expert by any means. At least I have some idea of how to properly fight in V Rising. That right there is me getting roasted by the sun. If I stay in the sun for too long, it'll take a lot of damage. I'm also having an easier time because I'm level 41. But you have to keep in mind that I've always geared myself up before fighting a boss, and all the gear I'm using is stuff that you can access before fighting Grayson the Armourer. Oh, I thought he was dead. That was weird because my spear attack just stopped.
Live by the sword. Die by the sword.
Taste of knowledge.
Every time he says taste of knowledge, I keep expecting him to say taste the rainbow. I don't know why my dude keeps stopping his walk around. Alright, so we have one more target to get, and that's Clive the Firestarter. So I'll meet you when we get there. We have reached this region. It's in front of Clive the Firestarter, who is in the Bandit Sulfur Quarry. We'll go ahead and target him. Now, you don't start taking damage immediately in the sun. You do have to sit in the sun for a little bit before you start catching your lethal tan. And it will fry you. Once you start taking damage, you'll probably die in about 4 seconds or so. There's not a lot of cover from the sun here, so this is actually a bad time to be attacking him.
I'll bet you like I'm real nice.
Again, while I do have an ultimate available, normally during this point in the game I wouldn't have it, so I'm not actually going to even use it. Oh, jeez. Well, at least he hit me before I activated my vermin salve. Your character just sort of stands there, admires his vermin salve. It's like,
What fine work this must be!
oh, thanks, game. My character landed right into the explosion. He does kind of try to appear where your cursor is, so that it is partly a skill issue. I think the boss got tired of throwing bombs at me. That's fine. I'll be able to deal with these guys. It's his fault for swarming me, and this guy actually has a high blood percentage, so yeah, we'll go and use that. That is fair game right there. And of course, we're just going to go ahead and drain it away with Bloodmend. You don't generally want to do that, but really we're not worried about it. I am trying to put on a show here and giving you context of how battle with these bosses may have gone in the past. Now that he's by himself, it should be considerably easier, and it's almost nighttime as well, so it's his fault for bailing on that fight.
Hey, got something for ya!
there's a bar that says recast. I just haven't quite gotten the habit of doing it. But when you see that, it means you can hit that button again and get another effect. It will, however, abort what you're currently doing. In my case, that will stop my 1,000 stabs, but it will allow me to knock the enemy back. So if I do it now, I can do it there and just kind of shove them out of the way. I could have aborted it, but since I had just blood raged, I wanted to go ahead and keep stabbing him. I'm not a huge fan of the massive cooldown it takes to dodge anywhere. It's like 5 seconds per dodge. But I guess the alternative is that you see people doing barrel rolls all day long.
Someone smell burning.
New knowledge acquired.
Moving forward, other than the raid weekend, we're pretty much going to be soloing the rest of the content in V Rising because I don't control other people's schedules. I hope that you can still enjoy the content, even if it's just me by myself. Thank you very much for watching Tran Plays V Rising. I'll see you next time.